to the nature of how Zoom works and the bandwidth restrictions, this would mean that perhaps if you wish to record, need to record yourself. Otherwise, it will get lost. So, everyone, welcome to the meeting of Karachi Toastmasters Club. This is continues our proud tradition that the KTC pioneered in District 120, which is to have meetings in Ramadan. Before that, even KTC did not have it. A few years ago, few members, notably DPN, GQ, and the Toastmaster Mohammed Adil, took the initiative. And we had an in-person Ramadan meeting at the Beach Luxury Hotel every Saturday morning. And those meetings ended up catapulting us to the top of the world. The number of projects that were delivered those meetings. Ever since, we've continued that tradition, and once we did that, the other clubs in the district realized, yes, it is possible to have meetings in Ramadan. Previously, used to be a completely blank period, those months of twice. So another pioneering tradition by KTC, thanks to its members. A few bits of business. The first bit of business is, of course, this one, the meeting, the time and day of the Ramadan meeting, which was by the members. The second bit of business is that we are very proud and honored to welcome Toastmaster Ahmed Yunus as our Sergeant at Arms, who has been appointed to fill up the casual vacancy of Sergeant at Arms as per the Toastmaster group. The third is induction of the brand new. Okay, Toastmaster Master, that would be lovely, absolutely fantastic. Induction of a new member, Toastmaster Vida Fatma. So welcome, Toastmaster Vida. And the fourth bit of business is that we are considering holding the remainder of the contest, which is the humorous contest, the evaluation contest, and the table topics contest in April or May. And that means that an announcement will follow soon. Our renewals are also due, and if we manage to get a good number of renewals before March 31, we will inshallah be distinguished, because once again we have fulfilled enough education awards to be distinguished. I would also like to recognize the education awards of Toastmaster Rifat Hubi. There is a glitch in her base cap. I'm working with Toastmasters to solve that. She's completed several levels and she could not award it, but now she will award it to KTC. And there will be a formal acknowledgement of other level completions during the coming week, inshallah. So with that, let's move on to the meeting itself. Unfortunately, I'm the Toastmaster of the day, so I don't have to introduce myself, and we'll save a bit of time. So today's meeting theme is, of course, self-control. Now, it's kind of cliche, even right, because all the Ramadan meetings tend to have similar themes, right? Themes about either food or staying away from food. But today, we will discuss aspects of self-control, not only during Ramadan, not only during fasting, but in other aspects as well. So, have you noticed that while we exercise self-control during the fast, once we break the fast, it seems that all the considerations of self-control and our knowledge about the digestive system and the way overeating can affect our health, all that goes out the window. There's a subconscious bias within us. That means that we feel entitled just because we've stayed hungry for around 12 or 13 hours. That means that we feel entitled to see everything and eat it if it moves, or even if it doesn't. At least that's what happens with me. And at that point in time, somehow there's something in our subconscious that, okay, no, even if we are supposed to exercise restraint and keep our bodies healthy, somehow this barrage of eating completely unhealthy food, especially fried stuff and other stuff that we like to decorate the our table with, in infinite amounts, will do nothing to affect our health. Because once again, it's only a few hours, and it's almost like as long as we are awake, at least that's true for me, same. As long as we are awake, we feel entitled to grab something from the table and continue. And then, of course, after a short sleep, we wake up at 7, and once again, it's a license to let loose and see anything and everything and eat it. Because our body is telling us, okay, oh, now the fast will start. We need to stay hungry for another 12 hours. Better stock up, better stock up. Completely making us forget how much food we had for the past 7 to 8 hours. So that is something that we all should be mindful of, including myself. I notice this every Ramadan. And you know what happens? I know this is happening every day. And I say to myself, oh, just today, I'll eat anything and everything that from tomorrow I'll be disciplined. But let's eat today. Because, okay, there's a number of excuses. I felt very hungry today. Today is a Sunday. So it kind of goes. Let's have a cheat day. But tomorrow will be different. The fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, when you wait for a tomorrow with respect to self-control, that tomorrow never comes. So, on that cheerful note, let me introduce the role players of today. We have our grammarian and word master, Toastmaster Tehseen Fatma. Toastmaster Tehseen, would you like to introduce the role? And the word of the day has already been assigned by the person who was supposed to play grammarian, but if you wish, you could assign a different one.
Thank you, President. No, I really like the word, and actually, I didn't know that. So it made me learn a new word. I hope some of us haven't heard of it before, or some of us know it. So let's continue with the word which is already decided. For the grammarian role, I will be trying my best to note down if anyone has skipped any grammar rule or anyone has repeated certain words multiple times in their speech. So at the end of the session, I'll let you know. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tehseen Fatma. Toastmaster Vase will play his favorite role, the listener. Right now, he is listening to someone else. Toastmaster Vase? Okay, never mind. We move to our timer of the day, Toastmaster Hiba Ihsan. Toastmaster Hiba, would you like to explain your role, please?
Okay, fellow Toastmasters, as the timer, I would be timing 2 sessions, that is the prepared speech session and the table topic session. Firstly, we'll be having the prepared speech session. From the agenda today, they are for 3 5 to 7 minutes speeches and 120 to 40 minute speech. So for 5 to 7 minute speech, I would be this is the green color. Lithium talan, correct, right? For 5 minutes, it would be green. And because I do not have the slides downloaded, so I'm going to be showing the objects in the camera. So green for 5.
Right.
Yellow for this cover. And red for 7. And for 20 to 40 minutes, it would be, I guess,
20, 30, and 40.
Okay, so 20 for green.
Yeah.
And yellow for 30.
Right.
And 40 for red.
Right. And also
for the table topic session, The speakers would be speaking on an average around 2.5 minutes. For 1.5 minute, 1 minute and 30 seconds, I will be showing green object, sorry. And for 2 minutes, I'll be showing yellow. And for red, I'll be showing 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Is it correct now, Lithium Tala? Okay,
Yes.
thanks. That is it.
And also one more thing, you will also be timing the evaluation, so you'll be showing the.
Oh, yes. And sorry, I forgot. I forgot the evaluation. So the evaluations are the same time. The evaluation have the same time as the table topic speech. So I guess for 2 minutes, I'll be showing green. And for 2.5 minutes, I'll be showing, it's almost the same, basically the table topic speech and the evaluation almost have the same time for the newcomers such as Tessin Fatma and Rida Fatma. So
2 to 3 minutes, 2.5 and 3.
Wait. Sorry. 2 minutes for green, 2.5 minutes for yellow, and 3 minutes for red. That's about it for my report.
Okay. Thank you so much. So every time Toastmaster Hiba threatens to break your head with a green cup, that means your minimum time is met. Then when she threatens to suffocate you with the yellow cap, that means mid time is reached. And finally, when she picks up a red cup to throw at you, that means you better finish. Otherwise, that cup will connect very unpleasantly with your head. So those are the timings. First, Master Wase Ahmed, you were supposed to introduce, but we noticed that you'd already started listening to someone. So now apparently you're done listening to them. So now please introduce yourself.
Assalamu alaikum everyone. Good morning. My role as a listener would be to hold a quiz at the end of a session in which I'll be asking the question, whatever happened or whatever you listened during the meeting, the difficulty of questions will depend upon my temperance and how my stomach reacts during this meeting. Thank you.
Wow. Way to get the grammarian busy. Thank you so much, Master Wase. And now we can move on to the meeting itself and continuing with our theme of self-control. Have you ever thought that Toastmasters are also all about self-control? Because in real life, we feel entitled to speak for as long as we want and as much as we want. And that happens in conversations all the time. I notice it myself, with me as well. Once we are discussing something, once we are speaking up in meetings, we really don't know how to end things. It's like to go on and on, meandering sentences, repeating the same thing again and again. So one bit of self-control that Toastmasters teaches is timing. There should be an end to everything. And somehow that's also connected to food. But how is that connection? I will expand on that in our next conversation. Now let's welcome our first speaker of the day, who is Toastmaster Tehseen Fatma, and she will be evaluated by Toastmaster Hiba. Toastmaster Hiba, would you like to introduce the project? And don't worry, I will time for Toastmaster Tehseen.
Yes, I'm trying to download the evaluation sheet.
Yes, writing a speech with a purpose. So perhaps while you download, you can briefly introduce the project, right?
Okay.
So Toastmaster Rida will be attempting her second project today. The idea is to write a speech with a purpose. That means that she has written a speech that has three distinct segments: opening, middle, and conclusion. And it is expected to have the common Toastmasters attributes. And like all Toastmasters speeches, but I find this absurd that only in this project it specifies that this speech have a purpose. What does it mean? Other speeches do not need to have a purpose. No, every speech needs to have a purpose. The only difference is that in this project, the purpose needs to be stated beforehand. So Toastmasters, I think, if you were to state the purpose of the speech, what would it be?
Okay, shall I start? That's what you are saying? I'm sorry, your voice got broke at the end. I'm sorry, is anyone saying anything? Or shall
No,
I start?
Yes,
think
you
it
can
is some-
start your speech.
You can start, yes.
No,
Okay,
wait,
cool.
wait. Actually, my microphone got disconnected. Apologies for that. Before starting, you need to state the purpose of your speech, and after that, because what is the purpose of your speech? You need to state that before starting this.
Okay, cool. Cool. So, good morning, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Ramadan Mubarak. So, the purpose of my today's speech actually to celebrate the individuality which we all hold. So, there are a few examples, quite in a humorous way as well, and quite on a serious note as well. I would like to take you all in my speech.
Fine. You can save the rest of the speech for the speech itself. We know your purpose. This is the celebrate individuality. So everyone, put your hands together. For Toastmaster Tessin Fatma. Why pineapple doesn't belong on pizza? Why pineapple doesn't belong on pizza? Toastmaster Tessin Fatma.
Sorry to interrupt, but before she begins, can I?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Mention the purpose of the object speech. Sorry. Wait a minute. Thought I had just downloaded, but it's.
Can you see my window?
Anyways, Tessin, you begin. I'll mention the purpose later.
Internet issue.
Sorry,
Sorry?
what?
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ इंटरनेट का इशू चल रहा है.
Sorry.
Okay. Internet का issue चल रहा है. He's saying internet is not working well. So,
Okay. Can you see the timing? Sorry, can you see my window? Because that would be the timing. Okay. Make sure you can see it.
Can we have the timing window in the main?
I can see Hiba. So I think once she raised the colors,
No,
I will.
actually, Hiba is evaluating this one, so I will be timing. So I am raising my virtual hand. Now you should be able to see, right?
Okay, cool, right.
So everyone,
So,
yeah, please start now.
sorry,
You've done
Talha. Am I audible to everyone? I just want to confirm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So, it is a proven fact that pineapple is a rich source of vitamin C, which helps boosting immunity, besides several other health benefits. It is also believed, in fact, I must say it is also estimated that 5 billion, yes, you heard right, 5 billion pizzas are sold annually around the globe. Wow. Has anyone tried Hawaii flavored pizza with the pineapple topping, by the way? Has anyone? No, not really. As I see. Okay.
Yes, I
I
have.
believe. Oh, you have. Was it good as per your taste buds?
Yes, I have.
Domino's.
Oh, great, good to know. I believe, like myself, majority of my audience is a lover of meaty and cheesy kind of pizza with a mouth-watering topping. That's it. What a mouth-watering thought it is. Fasting, temperance, remember. Well, today I'm speaking on why pineapple does not belong to pizza. We all tempt for innovative flavors, and when we crave, we actually opt for the innovative combinations of food. This reminds me of a very famous tagline, Manalo food color. Do anyone remember which brand it is? Manalo food color.
7 Up.
Great, thank you. It is 7 Up. However, is everything fair in this love combo? Any taste, any flavor can be combined? No, not really. So this is not really the real Wala love. It is only the fantasy here for that. Let me say, let me share some interesting thoughts about pizza and pineapple with you guys. Both can be paired with a variety of flavors of their own topping. Pizza being a unique and the most popular food internationally, pineapple being one of the most loved fruit globally. Both pizza and pineapple have symbolic meanings as well. Pizza represents hospitality and community. Pineapple represents freshness and smoothness. Having said that, taste is the matter of individuality. As pizza was originated in Italy, however, pineapple is a gift of nature. It's grown. According to John Mason, we are born an original, don't die a copy. Hence, we have some learnings here. Honor how you are created. Honor the tradition like pizza. Respect individuality. Steve Harney once said, I was listening to his some podcast and I heard it. Embracing what makes you unique actually makes you individual, a beautiful individual. Respected President, distinguished Toastmasters, and my fellow Toastmasters, here comes some deep thoughts. Embrace the values you owe. Own the culture you are coming from and accept the unique you which you are. Returning to this topic of my speech, which is why pineapple does not belong to pizza, I would like to share what actually we have discussed and learned so far. We do not need to fit into everywhere. And we do not need to be a part of everything that is surrounded, that is in the surroundings of us. We outshine with our own uniqueness, which we are, which makes me, you, all the individuals here in this session. Similarly, temperance can be practiced by modesty, humbleness, some acts of kindness, not taking revenge from anyone when we can take. I would like to leave the floor with this beautiful thought. You are a masterpiece. Be the real you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tessie. And no thanks at all for planting delicious images within our heads. Usually that is the job of Toastmaster Hiba Reishan, making us all hungry. But today you took on that mantle. So congratulations. And yes, Diti Irfan, I've shared the evaluation form on the WhatsApp group. Now, moving on to our second speech of the day, and she will be evaluated. Toastmaster Amra Yunus will be developing, will be delivering innovative planning, understanding your leadership style. She will be evaluated by Toastmaster Shahdev. Toastmaster Shahdev, over to you for project description.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hamid. Ladies and gentlemen, Toastmaster Amra Yunus has just completed her level 1 of his pathway innovative planning. So congratulations for completion of level 1. And she is going to deliver his first project from level 2, which is to know to know her leadership style. So the objective of the speech is to learn what is the leadership style of the target speaker. So, and the title of the project is, the speech is Smarter Together. Smarter Together, Toastmaster Amar Yunus.
Thank you so much, DM Shahzeb. Am I audible? Am I
Yes,
audible?
Yes,
Yes,
you are.
Right. Okay. 8,000ers. Ever heard about 8,000ers? Any guesses? Well,
Yes, those are
8,000ers. Yeah, those are the
the peaks that exceed 8,000 meters.
yes. These are the highest peak on our planet Earth. They are 14 in numbers, and they are as high as 8,000 meters or more. Now, imagine you belong to the group of such tremendously courageous people who risk their lives and reach to these peaks, reach to these highest peaks, fighting against the bone crushing and soul draining circumstances. You'll be euphoric, and your pride would not know any bound. And as soon as the world comes to know about you, you'll be celebrated hero. But hold on. Think of another breed of people who equally jeopardize their lives, scale the summit with these victorious mountaineers, but yet are not as celebrated. Yes, they are the ones who partnered with mountaineers, go up with them all the way to the summit, guide and back them, yet remain unsung. In mountaineering language, they are called Sherpas, the mountain guide. So here I would leave you with a thought. Do you think that Sherpas do as the leaders do? Let's move a little ahead. Every one of us is a leader, and we all come with our own leadership styles. Some of us play this role in our homes, some of us at work, and some in the society. When it comes to leadership style, some of us are initiator. We socialize and persuade the people to do certain things in the society. They are energetic, charismatic, and thrive in dynamic environment. Some are more direct, result-oriented, and focused on achieving goals efficiently, often making quick decisions and taking the charge of the situations. Some are more supportive, cooperative, patient, fostering strong relationships, or making teams. Some of you may be analytical leaders who are more precise, disciplined, detail-oriented, and rely more on logic and data for informed decision-making. All these leadership styles come with their uniqueness and contribute in the effectiveness of organizations, teams, or society. For me, I feel my primary leadership style is result-oriented, little bit commanding, and direct. When I come in this position, in leadership position officially, I suffered from the notion that I should know everything. Every command should go from me to my reportees, and I should be disciplining them as the children. But over the time, I learned leadership is not commanding or controlling the people. It is actually inspiring them. And I came to this conclusion by learning 3 lessons through the leadership journey. 1, you give a vision to your team. Until or unless you do not establish a target or ultimate goal for them, you will not be succeeded as a leader. Why would a climber follow a Sherpa to the mountain when he is not convinced that the Sherpa knows the destination and they are on the right path? Second lesson, that people are led by examples, not by words. If your team doesn't see dedication, passion, and commitment in you, they will struggle demonstrating these behaviors themselves. If they don't see work ethics in you, they will not know how this trait reaps the benefit and turned into success. The third lesson that I learned was that until or unless you trust your team, your people, and acknowledge, you will not make them, you will not make them reach to the highest potential. When I learned trusting my people, trusting my team, and stopped myself checking on little things at micro level, offering genuine support and trusting them without judging their potential, without judging their strengths. The whole team reaped the benefits. I know and I admit sometimes amidst the pressure times, I have to be autocratic leader, but I soon replace it with the democratic style that allows me to adopt more collaborative approach for making decisions in stressful conditions and keeping the whole team together. Once one of the leadership expert and best-selling author Glenn Brinker said, "None of us is as smart as all of us." Dear fellow Toastmasters, for reaping the culture of trust among the team, I accepted my own mistakes and shortcomings and the teams, and we turned these these mistakes into learning opportunities through deep reflections. I make it a point that no contribution of the team goes unnoticed or unsung. For me, leadership is being like Sherpa, the one who scale and climb the mountain with their team, the one who make others people to reach new height. Thank you so much. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amra Yunus, for that frankly inspiring style of leadership. And that brings me to one of my thoughts that I've developed over the years. Why is everyone so obsessed with being a leader right from the get-go? To be a leader, you have to put in the work first. You have to be a good worker for a certain amount of time before you can think about leadership. I don't know why that is so ingrained in our culture these days that everybody is just entitled to leadership. We don't realize that that's not how the world works. Not everyone can be a leader in every situation. There's only one leader, and there are several followers or workers, people who are putting in the work. And if the roles are switched, if the people who are putting in the work start thinking of themselves as leaders, and if the leaders start to think that they need to put in the work on behalf of their teammates, things go south very fast. So thank you so much for planting that thought about how Sherpas embody the leadership even without the title of leadership. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Umar Khayyam, and he will be evaluated by DTM Irfan Farooqi. So Toastmaster Umar, over to you.